Hey there, so Dickhead Survival, we're back. Since last time I have reassessed how well I did and I've gone and done some research. I went and looked at some really good overnighter and YouTube style channels, Joe Robinette and MCQ Bushcraft, and I think I have worked out the secret formula to their success. He's got a mustache! So today, in addition to having this fine mustache, I have a bag full of things. Well, not full of things, but I have my very basic survival items. So I'll go over them now. I held a poll to decide what my cutting tool would be this time on my last Dickhead Survival video. I'll be doing the same thing again. It'll be a card up here that you can choose what I carry next. I think with about 45% of the vote, the response was a small axe. So here we are. Today my cutting tool, or this adventure, my cutting tool will be the Gransfers Outdoor Axe. Wah. Inside this bag are the rest of my items that I'll be surviving with tonight. This is a nutsack bag. Now this will be part of the nutsack bag review that I'm doing. Nutsack sent me this bag for free. I must preface that. I did not pay for this bag. It is a very high quality Frost River-esque bag. And I know I don't usually take the free stuff, but there's certain companies and things that I'll pretty much always say yes to. And when I saw nutsack bags as one of the potential people who wanted to send me something to check out, something like this, I just could not say no. Anyway, so that is the bag. Let's look at the basic survival items that I have inside. So in the front pocket, I have gone with a combustion tool once again. So there's a few 5Cs that I bring and a couple that I leave out. So today the fire steel will be the Bear Grylls survival fire steel, which is actually not a horrible survival tool. This is probably one of the better Bear Grylls products. It's not shit, and it's pretty well regarded as being not shit. And the best thing is, I have gone and put a cotton wool bowl in there, so if there's anything like last time, I shouldn't be as shit at making a fire. So, life hack, also has a whistle on it. So that is the front pocket. Then I have bought some food, but I didn't go the easy way and brought, you know, anything like pre-done. I bought 4 eggs, so I'm gonna have to work out a way of making 4 eggs. And here are the other things that I've brought. These 2 fucking dickheads as well. So it's Dickhead Survival times 3, although I must admit, if any of us was gonna live, I would put my money on this one. She is probably smarter at survival than the 2 of us put together. So there we go. So I've got some food. I've bought some food for the other dickheads as well because they don't know what's going on. They're helpless in all this. They actually have dog food, which I guess if I get really desperate I could probably eat that. But it is just dry biscuit dog food, so who knows. So I've got 4 eggs that I need to work out how to cook, which is going to be interesting because I still only have the 1 container of water, which is just my clean canteen. So I'm going to have to choose between boiling eggs and boiling water at some point, which will be interesting. And that is it. That is my things. Container, some eggs, an axe, and a fire steel. I've got a couple of other jumpers as well, and a jacket and a beanie just in case it gets super cold. And I've also got camera gear, but hey, that's the 4th wall. And we do not break the 4th wall on this channel, do we, Cedric? Cedric says no, we don't. We don't break the 4th wall. Just a bit of a survey of the area, just to make sure that there's nothing too crazy nearby. It's going to cause me any real worries. Also a good place to find bits of dead wood and whatnot, like this stuff here, which you might be able to use later. The place I've chosen as my campsite is like pretty clear. It's just got some river nearby and like there's just nothing above me to follow me in the night because it is a bit windy. Lots of reeds on this side, yeah, and reeds and river on that side. Alrighty, so what I reckon I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make like a lean-to shelter, so one with a little roof on it, so I can sit under that away from this wind, because it's a windy day today. So we'll see how I go with that. I'm probably going to be shit at it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off, the tree's fallen over, it's still got live branches growing out of it, but I'm going to take those live branches and I'm going to, because they're flexible, so I'm going to use them as like the frame for my shelter thing. You guys alright? Alrighty, so these hunks of brush here are going to be fabulously repurposed into a shelter, no doubt, with awesome finesse and skill by me, Captain Moustache. Alrighty, so what I'm thinking is, so I've got building materials here, and then like roofing materials over meow. This is Cedric showing me plan B, just sitting in a big bundle of leaves. I think that's where we're going to end up. Tonight on Shelters That Will Kill You. Of course, the answer is more sticks. I found something, come with me. This is awesome. So yeah, seriously, will I die if I sleep in there tonight? I don't know, but it's got like a nice soft loamy soil floor. It's completely enclosed, It's like a hollowed out tree. I'm gonna sleep in this. Yeah. All that chopping was for nothing, but it was still fun, so not for nothing after all. Hey. There's about 6 wolf spiders in there. I have a dilemma. So I've chosen a course. Under this wood here is a hollowed out tree that has some signs of spider activity, namely some huge spiders that were in there and ran away when I brushed them with the back of my head. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to light a little fire in there to smoke everything out, because nothing likes the smoke, and then I'm going to sleep in this tonight. And this will be the pivotal moment as to whether this is a disaster or whether harnessing nature to its most helpful. But what I've found is that nature is always a double-edged sword. Last time I had all those nice reeds, nice comfy reeds. Get up in the morning, shirt is just impaled with thorns. So we will see what happens when I roll the dice with Mother Nature this time. Dickhead survival! Yeah! It's everyone's favourite time of the video, the woodworking / fire prep process. Let's enjoy it with some no doubt riveting Final Fantasy or Japanese RPG music, shall we? Truly living up to the name, the legendary Dickhead survival name. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have to rebuild and go with basic ingredients for the fire. I fucked up and used my my cotton wool swab, I guess without enough dry material, or the ground was maybe a bit too cold or something. Whatever it was, we can all agree that I fucked that up. So just glad Ada wasn't here to see it. I'd be so embarrassed. But with the ever-growing presence of little tiny centipedes crawling through the notches in this wood, I'm definitely resolved to give this place a good old smoke out before I rest my head in here. So, back to work, I suppose. Ugh. Come on, you fat lad, get out of the river. Let's go. Come on. Got so caught up in making a fire that I forgot to put the fucking camera on it. I found some fucking shitty scrap paper, so I lit that up with a bunch of leaves, so there it goes. Still might not take, but it's cranking. At any rate, it's smoking out this little cavern nicely. I've got quite the headache already. Ooh, my hat. Should be hot enough to start properly burning some wood now, rather than just leaves. This may be my fire for the night if I can keep it going. Bear Grylls fire still. It's not as shit as you would expect. Of leaf matter. Hopefully right now all the spiders are getting the fuck out of Dodge. See, dogs? I can make a fire. Fucking told you so. Old Cedric here was saying, no, you can't make a fire. You're a fucking dickhead. And while I am a dickhead, Cedric, so are you. Who's the dickhead now, Cedric? So, it's like 4 o'clock now. I'm going to be thinking of what I'm going to do for my dinner, because remember I bought those 4 eggs, so I can either put them in my drink bottle and let them boil, or I did bring a pan that I was going to put Cedric and Ada's food in, but then I was like, I'll just dump their food on the ground, they're dogs, man. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm cheating because I like to do these things as minimalistically as possible, so I think I am just going to soldier on and drink all my water and then fill this up with river water and boil this with the eggs inside. So we'll see how that goes. Got a little fire going on in here. It's not going to get too crazy. It's actually still quite warm. I know it's winter, but it's probably about 18 degrees out here right now, Celsius. So, well, I think it's tea time. It's been a busy-ish day. So I've got about a half-filled bottle of water here. I'm going to plop a couple of eggs in there. I think I'm going to have the other 2 for breakfast because I'll be fucking hungry in the morning, I can tell you that. So yeah, let's get the eggs out of the Tupperware. So that's, I guess, a little illegal item I brought. Tupperware and paper. Oh, I could use the paper towels to make the fire. Fuck! That made so much sense. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's done now. So I'm just going to pop these in gently. Slide them down. Yes, no breakies. Good. Just 2. Oh, 1 egg in the breakfast. 1 egg for the morning is kind of sad, so I should probably be good and just have 2 now. So fucking hungry though. 2 eggs for now. Yes, yes, yes. Let's show you in there how they're looking. Oop. Sorry, show you in there how they are looking. See there, definitely submerged. So let's get them cooking. Well, it's time to get the egg out of the fire. So this was a bit of a moment last time. So let's see if I can not fuck it up this time. Victory is mine. Now I want to save as much of the water as I can because it's water, man. I know it's probably got a bit of egg in it, but it's better than having to dig out a whole bunch and boil it again. So it's like another probably, you know, maybe till I go to bed's worth of water. So we'll see if I can do something. I might decant it into that Tupperware dish that I bought. Let's have a see. Alrighty, got a bit of grit in there, I must say, but it might be still good. Never know. Okie dokie. Let's get these eggies out. Ah! What am I doing? Oh man, I hate you, nature. That water is just like rainy ass butt fucking goes. Fucking fuck. Dick fuck. Alright, so there's the 2 eggs. They're not too shit, they're actually okay. So they've got a bit of shit on the outside of them, but they're okay. I did spill pretty much all my water onto my knee, so I've I think I burnt myself, but I've got a bit of a hot knee at the moment, so that kind of sucks. So yes, water is going to be an issue now, but that's fine. I'll just get some from the river and boil it up, or I'll just drink my own piss, I don't know. Probably better to drink from the river. Do you have a fetish for people eating eggs in slow motion, close up? This is a video for you. It's really well cooked. Fucking yeah! And now I begin my quest for water. Got some water, got a big log, gonna cut up some firewood logs with my axe. Good excuse to use it. So, just to summarize, by this point I have attempted to build a lean-to shelter and failed miserably. I have then gone to build a better shelter, but whilst looking for the materials to do that, found a hollowed out tree stump, which I'm sitting on top of now, and there is the dogs. There they are. So now I have lit a fire inside the tree stub, a smoky fire, to get all the bugs to fuck off for the night. So me and the dogs can snuggle up in there, probably with no fire, because it's not really that cold, just a couple of jumpers and the combined cuddles required, and we'll see how we go for the night. So it's probably about another 45 minutes of daylight left. I'm pretty much done with my jobs. I've had 2 eggs, I boiled them up in my clean canteen, so that was good. I've gone and got some more water and boiled that, and I got the dogs some more water as well. So we're all watered, I'm fed, the dogs have food. It's actually going pretty well. Is my survival rating increasing? Am I at raccoon level yet? I don't know. I might at least be up to like... It's below raccoon, but above me. Maybe a horse. Yeah, I'm probably about horse level. Anyway, food for thought. Let's get back to it. He's one of those dogs that just has to be on you all the time. If I was to move an inch over, he'd move an inch over. Just has to be leaning against you at all times. Alrighty, so I've moved my fire just outside of the actual entrance. A couple of burns just from like stacking it and falling forward. But yeah, so the fire is there now, so it's kind of next to where I'll be sleeping, sort of in there. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I've cleared a bit of an area around, so I'm just going to keep it a nice small fire. This tree should be fine. It's so big it's not going to catch a light, but I'll be keeping it at about that level anyway. So yeah, and obviously once I fall asleep I'll stop tending to it, and it should just be a pile of warm coals by the morning. Alrighty. So I think the thing that I miss most would be a torch, just in terms of an item that I didn't bring with me. A torch, and maybe like something to do with bedding, because I've laid in there and it's not too bad. I've got to wait till the smoke clears because it's just too smoky in there, in here right now. But yeah, some bedding might have been nice. I'm hoping Cedric and Ada like scooch up right next to me and I can sort of like use him as a pillow, although he tends to fart a lot when you press on his stomach, so we'll see if that causes a problem or not. Alrighty, it is late as now. The night really crept up on me. I'm in my little cave. It's hard to see because it's fucking dark, and the coals bed is really super hot still, so I actually have to like sweep it away to be able to lie on it, because otherwise I think it'd burn me, rather than doing the good thing and helping me. So there you go. Camera's on 5%. I'll do a brief update in the morning about how I went. I might have to use my phone camera otherwise, but it's been a relatively not shit time this time. I think I'm going to be more comfy in here already, because it's just like flat but soft ground, and the dogs can come in and cuddle up with me as well once they're done fucking dicking around out there. So the cave is a little bit buggy, so I'm just sleeping just outside of it, making a good windbreak, but had a few too many creepy crawlies crawl over me. However, now I have the ultimate creepy crawly standing right here, and he won't settle, and he's just looking at me all night. Yes, hello. Just wants pats. Don't you, mate? Time to settle down, I think. Hey? You snuggle up and go to sleep, you dickhead. Fucking spiders everywhere out here. Absolutely everywhere. I hate them all. Isn't there, Cedric? No, you stay. I don't need more kisses. Oh, I've lost him. He's probably crawling at my butt right now. The moon is full as. I have been awoken by the dogs. They were barking at something that then made a quick dash away, so I thought I would, whilst I was up, just report on the state of the moon. It is still there, and it is rather full tonight. Cock-a-doodle-doo! It is morning. That was an okay night's sleep. I slept just down there in that sort of, so it's half under the shelter. Sleeping right in there was way too spidery. I'm okay with that sort of stuff usually, but it was, yeah, very spidery indeed. And lots of the bark, like they were really kind of going nuts in there, like sort of lots of the bark inside the tree would strip off and sprinkle on me, and yeah, it was a bit full on. But yeah, I kind of slept better last night than I did before, just like the slope of the ground or something. And obviously these guys with me as well did help with the warmth a bit. Cedric ended up more or less spooning me for the entire time. Every now and then I'd wake up and he'd just be standing over me, staring at me, and this one would do this. She'd just get the urge to go into crazy kissing mode at about 3 in the morning, I think it was. But yep. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. One thing that did happen was it got a bit windy and my eggs blew off, and the container wasn't sealed, obviously, and I think these geniuses here have gone and eaten them, so haven't chased her. I think she's sorry, but yeah. So overall, a good night's sleep, and I definitely did survive. And these dickheads here seem to hang in there as well. My cold's a little bit worse this morning, which is probably completely understandable, seeing as I slept in a hollowed out tree stump last night with a dog, so that probably wouldn't make cold particularly improve, so there's that as well. But overall, this one's been, I think I did a little bit better, maybe. I mean, my fire wasn't, oh no, my fire was still a bit shit. Starting the fire was still a bit shit. My shows was pretty shit. So, thank you for watching once again. Remember to vote up in that top corner there on what item I should bring next time. I think I did okay. Let me know what you think of these videos. If you like these sorts of videos, I'll keep making them. If they get good views and stuff, I'll definitely keep making them. They just take a lot of time and effort, and usually need to be on holidays, or at least have a few days off work and stuff to work family-wise. But my wife said that she'll come along if I get to 10,000 subs and we do a double Dickhead survival man and wife version. So maybe that'll be something that's on the horizon in the next year or so. So there you go. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share, lick, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now. What's wrong with you, Ada?